we moved to California, we didn't have anywhere to live. So we lived in the back of a car, and we lived in the back of, not a car, but it was a truck with a camper shell. So we lived back there. And when you're going to school in Southern California and you don't have a home, you're a homeless kid, no one wants to hang out with you. You're not like no one's like, dude, the homeless guy is cool. You know what I mean? No one's saying that. No one's like, dude, let's go to the homeless guy's car. You know what I mean? After school. It was like, I hated being broke. I hated being poor. I hated not having anything. And growing up in Southern California around people with money, I was like, man, I want to have that stuff. And my mom would always say, we don't have the money for it. And thank God that she said that, because it drove me to say, hey, look, you know what, someday if I get a chance, I'm going to take it seriously and work hard. She didn't say like some people do, hey, look, you know what, it costs too much. Some people say, oh, that's too expensive. But my mom never said that. She would always say, hey, you know what, we don't have the money for that. So I realized that we needed to make more money so we could have stuff like food. You know what I mean? Because I was hungry, right? So when I talk about being poor, like I'm not talking about, hey, like we didn't have like a lot of money. When I say poor, I mean like we had nothing. We lived in a car. Then we moved into a motel, and we moved into people's garages. And then I moved in with my sister and lived on my friends' couches and just bounced around. And then when I was 17, I got into this industry of network marketing. So when somebody was asking me something outside about, I'm really like a kid that never grew up. I just got lucky. I was at a point in time in my life, I'm looking at my future going, man, what's going to happen to me? And then all of a sudden, I get a phone call from my brother-in-law, and he says, hey, Tim, I found a way to make some money. And he called me, and I'm like, cool, man, not interested. I don't know what you're talking about. And I was just like avoiding this guy. Like, I was avoiding him like a virus. And he finally got me, right? He's like, all right, I'm like, I'll come to your thing, but don't ever call me again. And I thought I was doing him a favor. How many of you guys know people with big egos and small bank accounts? That was me, right? How many of you guys know people that know everything and have nothing? Right? So I'm like, I don't know what this is. You guys are going to try and sell me some knives or vacuums or something, right? So I come reluctantly to the event, just like this, and my arms are crossed, my legs are crossed, and I'm just like, grumpy, and I was beyond negative. And I'm looking at the information that first night, and I'm thinking to myself, what if I could make a little bit of extra money doing this? I never thought about becoming wealthy. I never thought about becoming a millionaire. I didn't even want to become a millionaire. Do you guys get what I'm saying? It wasn't like I had all these dreams and goals. Like I could, I didn't really think I could do much. I was like, man, if I could make like $1,000 or $2,000 a month, that'd be sick. That was it. I'm like, if I could make $5,000 a month, I'd be like balling out of control. So when I got in this industry, guys, I was nervous. I was scared of what I was doing. Thought you have to go talk to your friends. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, how do I do this? So that was how I got in this industry back 17 years ago. And, I got involved, and I was fortunate when I got started in this industry to find someone, that understood the information. Someone like you guys are fortunate to have here in this area, like, Mr. Bradshaw. And I got around him, and I learned from him. And I'm like, show me what you're doing. Like, tell me what you're doing. Because I'm the type of guy, if this guy gets good grades, I'm going to sit next to him. You guys get that? And I'm making a new friend. And I'm going to be like, I got a good idea. Why don't I leverage your experiences, right? Right? I'm going to leverage your experiences and, become successful. So that worked all the way up to the 7th grade, and then when I got into 8th grade and freshman high school, they took all the Asian kids out of my class, so it was like, I'm like, what do I do now? Me and my football buddies are like, who are we going to copy up of? Oh my God. Right? We were like, oh, we're in trouble. So you guys, but in life, what I found out, they call that in school, they call that what? Cheating. You guys see that? In the real world, they call that not being stupid. Do you guys catch that? It's called not being stupid. If someone already has all the answers, what do? Just copy them. Have you guys ever tasted Coca-Cola? Have you ever noticed that Pepsi tastes very similar to it? You guys ever tasted there's like a little bit of a similarity there? Like somebody did something that worked and someone tried to duplicate it? Do you guys get what I'm saying? When something works, you just duplicate it. You don't have to go out there, and a lot of times people think they've got to be innovators. Like, well, I got to come up with these great ideas. I just basically realized that, hey, look, you know what? It's already been done. I'm just going to duplicate what someone else did. And that's what happened to me in 1996. I got very fortunate to get a good mentor that was willing to share. And I was smart enough to be willing to learn it. And remember, guys, I never graduated high school. I never went to college. I'm not a smart guy. So people look at me and they think, oh my goodness, you made, close to, $20 million in this industry, what the heck, you know what you're doing. And it's like, I do in this area, I'm like, in this industry, but nothing else. Do you guys get that? Like, when I say I'm worthless in every other area of my life, I'm talking straight worthless. Like, I'm telling you right now, if my wife was here, she would definitely tell you. Do you guys see that? Like, it's a challenge. Like, my 5-year-old, I can't even help my this homework. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I can't even help a 5-year-old out with homework without having to hire a tutor, you know what I mean? So, I'm not good at anything except for making money. And I'm telling you guys right now, I don't know anything else. I literally am terrible at everything. And I'm not saying that's good. I'm not promoting that, okay? Like, hey, are you saying be stupid? No, don't be like me, okay? But I found out in life, you take advice from people in a certain area, but not everything. Do you guys get that? Like if Kobe Bryant was here today and we're like, hey, let's find out how to play basketball. It might be a good idea to listen to him. Do you guys get that? But if we're like, hey, let's take some marital advice, might not be the right guy, right? You guys get that, right? Tiger Woods was here. I'm just kidding. I'm not we can do this all day long, right? Tiger Woods would be another one. But you find out, you get around people that have what you want in that area and you learn from them. That's all it is. So just realize, I'm going to share with you today about how to make money in this industry. Some of you that are brand new, congratulations. Some of you right now that this is the first time you've ever been exposed to this type of business, congratulations. Some of you that maybe have tried this before and really didn't have the type of success that you wanted, it's not because it doesn't work. Do you guys get that? It's not that, don't blame it. It works, trust me. It works real well. The key is you probably didn't have the right coaching, the right training, the right system, but it works. This industry of direct sales works real well, okay? So what I want to share with you is some of the reasons why things don't work is sometimes because, number one, we don't know what we're doing or we're doing things improperly, okay? But a lot of times it's because we don't work. Do you guys see that? Yeah. That's the truth. You guys, give an example. I bought a gym membership for every gym in Southern California. They won't even let me buy them anymore. Like, I'll go in there and they're like, you already have one, right? And I'm like, can I get another one? Bro, we can't sell you 2 memberships. You already got one. I'm like, can you upgrade me to something more? Because I think if I get more committed, I'm going to get more serious. And they're like, no, you just got to get in here, So I took a room in my house and turned it into a workout room. So I've got I bought all the Olympic equipment, and it's in one of my rooms. And it's interesting because that room is avoided by me. I was like, woo! But it's not because the weights don't work. Do you guys get that? The weights work well. The problem is that I didn't. Do you guys see that? Yeah. So the key is you got to find out what it is you want. But number one, you got to know what you want, and that's where it starts off. Is you've got to make that decision of what you want. But number 2 is you've got to have the desire to want to really have it. Well, how bad is that desire? How bad do you want to win? How strongly do you desire to achieve success? And then after you have that desire and you've made that decision, you made that declaration. Hey, look, you know what? This is what I want. You got to back up that decision and that declaration, with also, guess what? It is discipline. You got to have the discipline. You've got to, have that discipline, that daily discipline, that daily method of operation. And then on top of that, you've got to have direction. And that's what I hope today, you can get from today's training is the direction. Because you've got to come with a desire. I can't instill desire in you guys. I might get you jacked up, but you got to come with your own desire. You guys didn't get that? Well, I don't know how to transmute desire to people. So you got to bring your own desire. You got to bring your own discipline. I can't transmute desire to you, but you've got to guess what? You can get direction from other people, and that's what I did when I got involved in this industry. Is I just learned from people. I would go through a journal a month of just filling up notes and notes and notes. And I've got in my house somebody. One time gave me, somebody that was into cigars, gave me this big cigar humidifier thing that keeps it at a certain humidity. I don't know anything about cigars, but I really appreciate your gift, but it'll be a great place to store my journals. So I've got all these journals in this to make sure, because I would go through a journal a month, and my library is ridiculous. So the key is what I would suggest today is open up your mind. Open up your mind. Because if you knew what was available to you, if you could just see what was available to you, you would give it, you would go all out. All out. I'm telling you guys. I mean, if you just could see what was available, if you could look at a crystal ball and say, hey, this is me, this is my future. If I do this, 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 and this, I get this. Oh man, I'm doing that. No, you guys had? You guys would run out of here. You would kick the door open. You'd run out of here, freaking out, because you'd be so excited. Because it's amazing, guys. The lifestyle, the freedom, to be able to make the type of money that you want to make, you guys, it's available. And it's not like you got to do this for 10 years to make that big money. What if you could do it with it? What if you could make, even talk about $30,000 a month? Imagine just making, only $30,000 a month. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of you guys would agree that you'd be stoked at that. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So you didn't got to make the big money. Even if you're making like 30 grand a month, you're excited. You guys get what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you guys right now, once you get to like 20, 30 grand a month, you're cool because you can't spin it faster than it's coming. And that's where you want to be. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh my God, it just keeps stockpiling and it overflows. That's how you want a wealth and abundance. It's like, man, this is our life. You guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah. This is our life, right? This isn't a dress rehearsal. Would you guys agree with that? This isn't a scrimmage, right? This isn't a scrimmage, right? This is our life. Right. So it's safe to say that it's pretty important. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
So knowing that this is our life, knowing that this isn't a dress rehearsal, knowing that this isn't a scrimmage, knowing that you and I survived 1 out of 40 million sperm just to make it here, it would be safe to say, right? It's safe to say, right, that we might as well just go for it all. You guys get that? Seriously, 40 million, you guys beat out. Like, imagine a race and there's 40 million people in a race and you beat everyone. You did that already. You did that before you can even remember. Do you guys get what I'm saying? That's how good you are. So just recognize your greatness. Can you guys do that? I hope it's okay to have fun. Because there's like 3 people like... I'll start tickling though. You guys know that, right? I hope they warned you guys. Because if you don't smile and have fun, I'll come and just tickle you. You guys are crazy, man.